The real estate market that has been hot in 2021, but is it possibly cooling down a bit?
And for how long, if it is? If you have a crystal ball, it's going to be tough. If you're not in the housing market right now and you think it's tough, is this a good time to buy, time to wait, and maybe you've got all this equity in your house all of a sudden, you get the Zillow notices saying your house is worth way more than you thought it was, so just sell. All right, joining us this morning, investment realtor Carla McGee. Hello, Carla. We threw a bunch of different questions out there.
Good morning.
How are you? Let's start with this, because I feel for people who really want to get into a home right now. I know there's a lot of people, entry-level type home, and they just get snapped up so quickly. So what do you see happening with those entry-level type homes going into 2022?
Well, one of the good things that happened out of 2021 is the iBuyers like Zillow and Opendoor are now pulling out of the market. They have decided that they were overpaying and they were overbuying and that they don't want to compete with first-time buyers anymore. So that's good news for our lower limit buyers, as well as conventional limits have now gone up to keep up with the pace of housing prices.
Yeah, explain that really quickly if people don't know that. Didn't it used to be in the 400s and now it's in like the 600s, I think? So you can get into a conventional loan for a more expensive house, which it saves you money.
Correct. So a conventional loan means that you are a well-qualified buyer, you have good work history, you have good credit, and you can come into a home as little as 5% down. It was in the mid 500s and it jumped up like $98,000 to the mid 600s. So as long as you qualify for that loan, that can be a really good option for you. Now you don't have to get a jumbo loan to get into a home.
Carla, what about those that are cautious? How sustainable is this type of appreciation?
So caution is good, right? This is a major purchase, so you don't want to go into this lightly. This is going to sustain, not at the pace we were seeing in 2021 because those iBuyers were really driving up the price, but it will sustain at a much more normal pace that we're typically used to seeing because we still have 250 people moving here every day. We have major employers coming to the Valley. So there's no time to wait. Prices are still going to continue to go up because our demand is going to continue to go up.
Yeah, that's crazy. And when you think about 250 people a day, there's no, and maybe a lot of those are family units, but there's no way we're building even 100 houses a day, right? So you would think that the supply is still going to be tight going forward.
Correct. We're seeing a lot more houses come to the market. You're seeing a lot more new developments, but they're over in those places where some of those new businesses are going, like the Taiwan Semiconductor off the 303 and, huge Amazon facilities out in the West Valley. So if you still want to be in like Phoenix proper or areas of Mesa or Gilbert, you are still going to compete with other people for resale homes.
Carla, are there any factors out there, though, that could potentially negatively impact the market?
I mean, there's factors such as COVID is still a thing, right? It's still alive and well in our economy. There's variants that could still suppress employers. But I think for the most part, Phoenix isn't going to see that because we were number 2 for COVID recovery in the entire nation. So we were like barely affected, and we don't foresee anything going into the future that would negatively affect us.
Carla, great talking with you. Thank you for spending some time with us. Carla McGee, and hopefully we can get you on the show again. Maybe we'll check out and see what's going on halfway through 2022 or something like that. How's that?
Love it. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Thank you, Carla. Appreciate it. Jussie Smollett trial continuing in